Hello, Bob the drag queen.
You're in a good mood. How are you today?
I'm in a good mood. I feel great. How you doing?
POV, you're having lunch with a person with Invisalign. And like, it seems like Invisalign. I guess my only question, like, why is like Invisalign people, they never think to take, by the way, you can feel free, but they never think to take the Invisalign out before they're like sitting at the table.
Because you're supposed to wear it for the maximum amount of time. So I think, and like in that 25 minutes you're waiting for your food to come, you're just having drinks, you can still have your Invisalign in.
Got it. Because I feel like it's always at the table. It's always like at the table in front of it.
Well, you know, how about you stop making it awkward for us and just letting us do our thing instead of commenting on it?
Maybe it is awkward for us though, because we're right now.
You've been about it for 3 years now. It's not awkward for you. You're fine.
Yeah, if it's 3 years, is it working?
So I had the same conversation with my dentist.
Baby, this is a scam. You have a hairless cat and your Invisalign is working.
It's literally for this. And it has gotten a lot better. It's just like a small gap here I'm trying to close. That's literally all I'm doing it for. Literally, that's it. Everything else is fine. It's literally just, it's insane.
How much have you paid for this?
All you pay is one thing. You pay $3,000. It was $6,000, but my dentist gave me a deal because this is back before I had insurance. So this is really expensive. Let me see what I can do. Oh, also, anytime you go to like I'm very grateful for my orthopedist, Dr. Trulby. He gave me a deal on it. But you know, like
what's an orthopedist?
They do dentists. They do like
And what's orthodontics?
Orthodontics is dentists. Orthopedist, I think, is foot, isn't it?
No. A dentist and an orthodontist are different. An orthodontist does, I don't know the difference, but they both
braces, right? Don't orthodontists do braces?
Yeah, but I don't know what the whole study is, like what the story of orthodontry is. Jacob, can you look it up? Because orthodontics is something, and then dentistry is something else.
So orthodontist,
yeah, but
a dentist is trained to diagnose, prevent, and treat teeth and jaw irregularities. And let's see.
So what's an orthopedist?
Orthodontics are
No,
you said orthopedist, didn't you?
I meant orthodontist if I said orthopedist.
Oh. I was like, what? What is an orthopedist?
A podiatrist is feet.
Yes.
So what? But you wear orthotic shoes for your feet. So I don't know what an orthopedist is. Because ped is foot, so something with the feet as well.
Okay, so the orthodontists are a subsection of dentists who specialize in correcting your bites and how your teeth go.
Got it. And what's an orthopedist?
Ortho.
I don't think that's the word. Orthopedic definition is the healing, correction, bones and muscles.
Oh, so not just feet, just bones and. But petty is a foot. Petty is a root word for foot, isn't it?
But orthopedic is bones and muscles. I'm not trying to tell you.
Podiatrist is foot. Orthopedic is just bones in general.
I don't think you can be an orthopedist. I don't think that's a word. I think orthopedic is a word, but orthopedist is not a thing.
Oh, an orthopedist is a medical specialty focusing on injuries and disease affecting your musculoskeletal system.
Yeah, nigger.
First of all, you were here a second ago being like, yeah, no such thing as orthopedist.
Yeah,
orthopedist.
Yeah, nigger.
Shut the fuck up.
Bob, this is not Sibling Rivalry. This is Sibling Watchery, and we have decided to jump into season 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race because I have never seen it, and every time I say I haven't seen it, people give me like, oh, I can't believe. How can you in the show never watch the first season? I'm like, because I didn't, bitch.
What happened to that good mood you're in? Wow, the study of PDH has really got your mood together.
Wait, before we jump in, really quick, did you ever want to be a doctor as a kid?
No.
Okay, I did. I wanted to be a lawyer.
I wanted to be an accountant.
I can see you as a lawyer. Oh my God, bitch! Y'all, as Bob's best friend, now y'all know this now because he literally has a TikTok devoted to his debating. Bob is obsessed with debation and arguation. And
I'm an orthopedist.
You'd have been an amazing lawyer.
Is your desire to be a doctor as a kid, was that part of your West Indianness?
Yeah.
You said Nigerians and West Indians have a lot of crossover. I know a lot of Nigerians say that they're pushed to be doctors and lawyers.
Yeah, for sure. Your parents are, you're going to be a doctor or lawyer, or there's another one I forget. But doctors and lawyers.
Or a doctor lawyer.
Yeah, a
Where
lawyer.
you represent doctors specifically.
Right. Which is probably a lot of money there. But yeah,
I did consider going to law school, but I'm a horrible student. I'm a really, really bad
and there's so
student.
much reading. To be a lawyer, you have to do so much reading, so much case study. You have to like but
I don't mind reading. I don't mind reading.
You have a good memory though.
Yeah, I don't mind reading. I just hate school. Like I really am not for the school streets. But
See, I'm the difference. I don't like reading because I've told you guys my mom used to make me read for hours to correct my speech impediment because it was really bad as a kid. So that made me hate reading. But I like school. Like I like going to school. I like sitting in the class, getting information. I like studying for a test. Like I like those things, but I don't like to read.
But this is not RuPaul. This is not Sibling Rivalry. This is where we delve into our lives and our opinions about, this is a show called Watch, where we're going to specific opinions about drag, where you are watching Drag Race, the two winners of RuPaul's Drag Race. So I think we are qualified to give our opinions.
Yeah.
Although
Let them know. For all y'all motherfuckers that be like, what qualifies Bob and Monet to talk about drag? Because we fucking won the show. Okay? That's number one. Number two, this is our motherfucking podcast. But if we want to talk about the way the plants grow, that's our motherfucking prerogative, and you chose to listen.
okay,
So just know that.
Edinburgh done put a battery in your back, haven't they? You are energized, honey. Edinburgh got you.
What the fuck did you just say? Bitch, sound like
They put a battery in your back.
Okay.
In Edinburgh, they put a battery in your back, money.
Bob, you are screaming.
Well, sorry, but they all come to your show in Edinburgh. Sorry for you. My apologies for crying out loud.
For crying out loud. I have to say, I love Edinburgh.
We have to get to the episode.
We do. We know I have to go soon.
All right. So our first of all, we're meeting the queens, and the first queen to ever sashay into the workroom is Chanel.
Chanel Iman Diamond Dupree.
That is not her name. Just so everyone knows, there is someone named Chanel Iman Diamond. And it is not this woman.
Wait, Bob. Before you even do that, before this episode starts, they show the trailer. And I have to say, I didn't see the trailer for that. I didn't know this was a show. If I would have seen the trailer is it makes you want to watch the show. It is a very exciting trailer, and it really sells the fucking show, in my opinion.
So let me just say that I was flipping through TiVo. That's how long ago this was. Flipping through TiVo, and I had just moved to New York City, and I found out that there was a channel called Logo, which is just all gay. Everything on the channel was gay. And I was like, I'm going to watch Logo, which, to be fair, did not really have great programming. It really did not, especially back in 2008.
Noah's Ark, but I think they were showing reruns of Noah's Ark.
Yeah, I mean. Also, we talk about. I was telling someone like I didn't watch L Word or Queer as Folk growing up. I only watched two gay shows. I watched Will and Grace, and I watched Noah's Ark. Those are the only two like queer shows that I watched as a young one. As an adolescent,
As a
I was
young
an adult.
warthog.
I was an adult when I started watching Drag Race, but I was flipping through TiVo and I saw that RuPaul had a show, and I was like, I am watching. I was like, RuPaul has a show, and I TiVo'd it, and I went to work, and I came home, and then I watched it, and I was like, oh my god, this show is amazing.
You saw episode 1, season 1.
Episode 1, season 1. I have been watching in real time since episode 1, season 1.
Wow, you're really out here. You're a fan.
I am a fan, and I just saw. And the first Drag Race girl that I ever saw live was Nina Flowers at the Ritz. Nina Flowers came to the Ritz, and it was so packed, like you could not even.
It was so bad.
No, so packed. You could I just was like standing at the very back of the Ritz, like because like if where the Ritz is, it's like a bar and then like a tunnel, like a hallway, and then a dance floor. Not a very big dance floor. The dance floor is maybe like twice as wide as the hallway, like maybe 3 times as wide as the hallway, literally. And I'm like trying to look over and see Nina Flowers performing in this absolutely jam-packed nightclub. And she's the first Ru girl, post Ru girl that I saw. I met Mimi M first before she was ever on Drag Race. But the first time I saw a girl from RuPaul's Drag Race after RuPaul's Drag Race was Nina Flowers. And it was I was like, I can't believe Nina Flowers is here. This is crazy.
Is Nina still around?
Yeah, she's a DJ. She DJs. I think she's from Denver. I think she lives in Denver now.
Denver.
Yeah. Who's your first Drag Race girl you saw?
My first Drag Race girl I saw. I don't want to. I feel bad saying this. I'm not really not trying to start any drama, but it's the truth. I saw Sharon Needles in Hell's Kitchen saying profanities and
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, at the Ritz.
yep, some racist stuff.
Always the Ritz. Always the Ritz. So as we judge the girls, we are gonna. Well, I can't speak for Monet. I'm gonna be judging them through the lens of seeing it back in 2008 or 2009, whenever this came out. That's how I'm going to be judging. How about you? Are you going to
Yeah, of
be
course.
are you going to be giving them through the All Stars lens?
No, I'm gonna be judging.
Some of these girls have been on All Stars.
Yeah, but I'm gonna judge them as in the time. Like you can't judge this. Drag Race is a completely different show now. Well, actually, not really, because I have a note later on. But in terms of fashion, it was just a different thing. So you can't look at it the same way. That's like people going back and watching old things of Judy Garland. I'm like, Judy Garland was doing blackface. I'm like, well, or she was in a thing with someone that did blackface. Like, how come we're not chastising her?
No, she did blackface.
She did, yeah, right.
Blackface.
I was like, well, yes, it was bad. It was a different time, though. That was not common practice, but people often did it.
But she laughed about it. No I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know that she did that. So Chanel walks in and she is wearing this like zebra print. I don't even know if they are. There's like a squiggly thing.
Yeah,
I actually like this outfit. Even for today, I love this outfit. I think Chanel looks amazing.
I think Chanel looks amazing. I love this hair. I do like this outfit. I don't think I would like it now. If it was now, I would want the pants to be something different. But I love that her ass is out. I love this this stole she has hanging on her hand. I think her body looks fucking incredible. Chanel looks great.
With the pants?
Huh?
What's wrong with the pants?
To me, it's just such a stark with this black and white thing with this like body color. I would just want a different color pants or maybe a different texture.
Interesting. I love this outfit. I think she looks stunning. And I guess we'll get to the photo shoot. We'll go back and do the photo shoot. We just do the intro. I love that she says she's the Barbara Streisand of drag. Is she still? Do you think she's still called the Barbara Streisand of drag?
What she said that? What is she explained that? But I didn't write the note down.
Because she's aggressive, because she's talented, and because she like demands her way and she can be bitchy.
Barbara Streisand was aggressive. I know she was very.
Barbara Streisand is known as a bitch.
Really?
Yes. Barbara Streisand is so. If you heard of the Barbara Streisand effect, Google it. Barbara Streisand like went to task because this guy took a photo of her house from a drone, but not just her house. He was like taking pictures of the coast of California, and she was like, "Not my house, honey."
How did she know? Did she be like, "Oh, drone"?
Because someone like pinged her was like, "Oh, your house is in this project." This guy where he's taking pictures of the entire coast of California, and she lives on the coast. And because she was like, "You can't take a picture of my house," then everyone went and Googled it because so when she pinged it, it had like 4 views. But after she made a big stink about it, it has like millions and millions of views. Now everyone knows what her house looks like and where it is.
Cher lives on the coast too. If anyone's in California, you're driving up that Malibu highway. Cher, I'm not going to put Cher business out, but Cher lives in Malibu on the coast.
You know, Cher's gonna start a podcast and say where you live. Cher's gonna be like, go to my Twitter for the go to my X page. It's not Twitter anymore. My X page. For Monet's coordinates. Cher put an air tag on you, one of those little Apple tags.
Sometimes I get alerts that someone is following me or that this air tag has been, and I'm like, oh my god, did someone tag my car?
It's just because someone's near you or probably on the plane with you or in the same restaurant as you.
But this happened to me. I was at the airport and I was like, okay, that's fine. When I got home, I was still getting the notification.
And that's a coincidence. And don't check into it and check and make sure the tag is still right.
Let's go on to the next queen to enter.
Do we charge the tag?
Flowers.
I also forgot they say they're out of drag names.
Oh yeah, that's right. I wrote that too. Everyone introduced themselves by boy names. I was like,
hello, my name is Jorge Flores, but my drag name is Nina. But I'm also known as Nina Flowers. I think they stopped doing that like season 2. They like immediately stopped that.
They watched that back. They was like, we shouldn't do that anymore. And I think Nina looks great. This hair is fierce. This fucking outfit is dope. Her makeup. Nina is I love Nina's drag.
Yeah, this look is amazing. This look stands up still today.
Yeah.
The mug, everything about this look is so... It combines so many elements. Like there's like a 60s vibe. There's a club kid vibe. There's a Barbarella vibe. There's so much going on in here that's so amazing. She looks like a superhero. Like this is really, really cool. Also,
I know this is before entrance lines. So people didn't have entrance lines. They were just saying like literally like, hey. How y'all
Hi, y'all
doing?
doing? Yeah, Chanel walked in and was like, my goodness. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Doobly doop, scoobity boop, boop, boop.
I
Do you
wonder
know
where
who
they
actually
filmed
made?
this. People say they filmed it in the basement of WoW. I don't think so. It's way too
No,
big.
that's a joke. That's a joke. I
Oh,
actually was trying to find where they filmed it because when they walk away from the thing, you can see a partial of an address and a building name on the building across the street. And I was trying to Google it and find out where that is, but I couldn't quite figure it out. I didn't have enough time because I watched it right before filming.
okay. You see, I
But
watched mine. I watched
I
mine
will be
last
on
night.
the case. Do what?
Nothing.
Bitch, worry about the air tag attached to you, bitch. Worry about the tracking device that's been placed on you.
Oh, wait, we have BeBe next, but she didn't come into the workroom next. She was last.
Well, I guess we're gonna do her anyway because she's up next.
Wow,
And
Jacob.
Jade's not in there, Jacob. By the way, Jade's picture is not in there.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I guess we'll just
Yeah,
use what
so
we have.
there it was hard to find a good photo of her because like they show her entering because she doesn't like have a full entrance look, and like there aren't great stills of her. So her photo shoot photo is really the
All right,
best thing I could find of her whole
that's
outfit.
fine. Let's just skip BB then. All right, so and we'll do so. Let's go. So Jade Sotomayor, um, Jade looks really good. Actually, she looks stunning.
Yeah, I think Jay looks good. She didn't have a lot of these queens like Nina, Chanel. A lot of these queens have big energy coming. I think they have big energy coming in, but I didn't get that from Jade.
We did not get a lot of Jade this episode. This was a very quiet episode for Jade.
Yeah.
Um, and if I recall correctly, there's a lot of talk about Jade's penis this season.
Is there?
Like a lot of talk. Spoiler alert. About why she can't tuck properly.
Because it's so big.
If I recall, I have not watched this in about 15 years, so I'm trying to remember, but I believe there's a lot of talk about Jade's like meaty tuck.
Got it. All right, let's go on to Miss Ongina.
Ongina
She looks like
is
Peter. She looks like a cunty Peter Pan, like a cunty pirate.
cunt to the kind of pan, cunt to the kind of pan, fly for fly, cunt to the kind of pan. Forever land, never land, never, cutty land. I kind of hate that.
Yeah, I think this is cute. I like this outfit. I do like this outfit. I like this. I think this is cute. I think it's fashion. I like this corset with this like fluffy top and these pants. I think it's cute.
She's so fashionable, and I remember immediately loving Ongina. Like as soon as she walked through the door, I was like, I love her, and just being like, I'm so excited to see this queen on my TV screen. And she really has had some of the best moments in the history of Drag Race on the show from this season. She did so many iconic moments, and she's really set a standard for a lot of things on this season. And I'm a big fan of Ongina.
Yeah, she turned it. Let's go
Rebecca
on.
Glasscock, who was one of my first friends when I moved to New York City, actually.
Oh yeah, she moved to New York, right?
Yeah, Javier. Yeah. Like when she first moved to New York City, we were like good Judies, and we hung out together
Oh really?
for maybe like a year and a half, 2 years, and then we kind of just then she moved back to Florida, and then we just kind of moved in different circles and kind of felt like.
Do you think you're just friends with her so you can one day get on Drag Race? Do you think that's what happened?
Probably not, but maybe there was a secret undercurrent. I never even thought about auditioning to Drag Race until season like 4.
Yeah. Good. Rebecca Glasscock is fully going to the mall. I mean, now there's casual drag. This is literally something from the mall.
Monet, I'm not trying to be funny, but this is essentially what you're wearing when you do your stand up. This is
No,
the
it's
outfit
not.
you're.
Bitch, you won't even wear a corset. You won't even tuck for your stand-up.
Monet, can we put up a picture of Monet up here in essentially this outfit? And by the way, this is in 2023 that you're out here wearing a pair of jeans from the mall.
I'm not walking into RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, you're at a gig where you're being paid thousands and thousands and thousands, and I know exactly how much you get paid because I do the exact same gigs, but my tickets cost a little bit more than yours, honey.
Jacob, put your motherfucking screen off, bitch.
Yeah, you in Wilds and Out. Yeah, how about this is you on Wilds and Out, but you were walking onto a television show.
Yeah, do you want to come into Waterloo in a fucking ball gown looking crazy?
I would have.
Yeah, looking crazy. That's
I would have.
scans. That's scans.
But this is you in jeans and a tank top in 2023.
I'm doing stand up.
And,
Bitch,
and, and Rebecca Glasscock had me rolling. She's hilarious.
you are
I
such
was dying laughing. No, I actually think so. Thinking back, I remember thinking to myself how absolutely stunning she is. She is really good
gorgeous.
looking.
Yeah.
Her makeup is just so. She really has a great face for drag,
Yeah.
and she really is that young ingenue type character that you really need on TV, and she's giving it full on.
I
Like
agree. She was great. Those lips, those eyes. She's great. Hey, love it.
Akasha.
Girl, Akasha, she comes into the room and she is reading Chanel in the first minute in the room. She's like, yeah, she has her butt showing. Hers is flabby, but mine, and it moves a lot. Mine is muscle, it don't move. I was like, damn.
I mean, she's giving good TV. She's giving good TV.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm so grateful to these girls. They really are blueprinting. They're blueprinting. They showed us how to do this show. And Akasha is a great. She also had some amazing moments this season. She had some growth. She had victory. She had failures. She's charming. She's funny. She's feisty.
She's very funny.
She better work. She better work.
She's very funny. This outfit, I like this outfit. I wish the pants were longer, but also I get it. She probably bought this from a thing, or maybe someone made this. I don't know. Someone could have made this as well. But the pants are high waters. Other than that, I like the outfit, and I wish you would have a little padding in the hip. Just give a little more of this.
I think RuPaul is the only queen wearing padding this entire season. Maybe
Really?
I need to go back and look again. Also, is it just me or can Akasha not walk in heels?
I didn't notice that.
I was like, I don't think Akasha can walk in heels very well. It's kind of clumpy when she walks, you know.
I didn't notice that.
So let's go on to Tammy Brown, who
Misha
is
Brown.
so interesting. I forgot how she is.
What was that break?
You weren't looking. I was doing her expressions,
Oh,
like with the.
yeah. And I forget how thin Tammy used to draw her eyebrows because now she doesn't do it anymore. But it's so interesting because
They've gotten huge. Actually, there was a stage where they were gigantic.
which is because her natural brows are big, but in dry. But also, this is the era. This was then like late aughts where the thin brow was a thing. Everyone was thin browing.
I'm into this look. I'm into Tammy Brown's look. Actually, I think
I
she
do
looks
too.
really. I think she looks really cool. I mean, this using your natural hairline is a choice when this is the hairline you have, you know. But and this is coming from someone with a much more compromised hairline than Tammy Brown had at this time.
You talking about that? I'm gonna be.
What?
This is an interesting choice for someone with a shit fucking receding ass hairline like this bitch.
It's not what I said. What I said was when this is your hairline, it's interesting to use your natural hairline. It's an interesting choice, is all I'm saying. Like I wouldn't use my hairline.
But where? What hairline?
I have a hairline, Monét. First, this is my hairline. My hairline is this. Let me show you guys. This is my actual hairline, okay? It goes like this. That's my hairline. Like it starts back here, goes back to there, and then comes down. That's my hairline. Now show us yours. Bitch.
I don't have one.
But yeah, but I still love this look though. Like it's such a cool look. I don't understand the faces but she is making these faces throughout the entire episode. Like every time Rebecca Glass was right. She's always looking and winking and I would be exhausted.
Well, I wonder when, like, how did they find out about these auditions, right? Like, how did they find, were people just like going out to gay bars and telling girls, or was it like a Craigslist ad people responded? Because auditions used to be posted on Craigslist all the time for things. Like, I'm wondering how did the calls go out for this audition? How did
RuPaul used to go out to these bars. RuPaul used to go to the bars and like work didn't you hear that RuPaul used to work the spotlight at like some bar in LA? RuPaul showed up and they were like, we don't have a spotlight. RuPaul's like, I'll do it. It's like pre-Drag Race. And I remember Peaches Christ being told pretty early on, they were like, oh, we're doing this show. We should do a screening here with you, Peaches Christ. We're doing this show. It's called RuPaul's Drag Race. It's going to be great. It was so low key back in the day.
And RuPaul was running. Wait, what? The spotlights are. I'm talking. Like you just say that. Like he used to go out about and just be in the club, just chilling.
Yeah, at the club, and then Delta working them were out at the club one night, and then doing their show, the Showgirls. I think I might not have been
Dream
Showgirls,
Girls,
but
you mean?
Dream Girls, yeah, because Showgirls is at Mickey's, yeah.
Yeah.
It might not have been that show. It was somewhere, and RuPaul, and they didn't have a spotlight person. RuPaul just did the spotlight for them.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Imagine today, RuPaul just shows up. Mickey's like, "Y'all do it."
For $80,000.
He did RuPaul in the booth talking about some.
Dancing under your spotlight.
That's wild. Oh my god.
So let's go on to Victoria Porkchop Parker, who is so charming. I was immediately charmed by her.
I wasn't charmed by them thin ass eyebrows that she had on either, but she is charming. I do like her look. I love this hair.
Yeah, I think she looks great. I think Victoria looks great. I love her outfit. I love her style. I really like her makeup and her hair. I think she looks stunning. I was really sad to see her go first, but not that I wanted anyone else to go. I was just sad. I remember being sad to see her go because I wanted to see about someone who had been doing drag for as long as she has. She had 21 years.
That's wild.
So she's now been doing drag for 36 years.
21 plus 8. No. Oh no. She
started doing drag in 1987. She's been doing drag for 36 years.
Damn. Good for her. Good for her.
Yeah, she's really I was so sad to see her go. And people say she's come back, which it would be great to see her come back. But I mean, I'd be annoyed. I'd be like, now that I'm 36, I've been doing this for 36 years. I would love to have gotten my great opportunity at like year 15. It would have been great. How long you been doing drag?
I've been doing drag for since 2012. So that's 11 years.
Money about to have a nosebleed. Oh god. So let's go now. Let's go.
The BeBe's a Harabine.
They are. Can I just say, the elegance, the grace, the dignity. I really feel like this show is so lucky to have BeBe Zahara Benet on it, and I'm not being camp. Like I was immediately obsessed with this drag queen.
Well,
she brings I bring a lot of international influence.
I wrote down. BeBe walked in like she's auditioning to be a White House press secretary. She walked in and she was just like,
with that big ass purse. She had the purse of an actual mother, a massive purse she's carrying. And she walked in like it was like the fucking like it was Sasha Kobe meet and greet, and she was Sasha Kobe. Yeah. Like she was letting these. And I knew she was gonna win.
I love this hair. I think the hair looks really great on her too. I love this whole look. I love a little black dress with black tights. I think that is such a great look.
Is my microphone too low? I feel like I was peaking.
I mean, I turned you down on my side, so I don't know.
It was a little loud, but it was fine. But it's good as it is right now as well.
Okay, but yeah, I think she looks good, and I love the kitty cat on her. She looks so elegant. She's the reason I wore black lipstick for the first like 5 years of my career.
Gag. So she's the one.
She's the one, the only one. She's one of one.
She's the one with the name.
So RuPaul walks in at the age of 48. RuPaul is 48 years old when they film, or probably 47 next when they film this season of Drag Race. But she's not even 50 yet.
Gag. And she looks, also, it's so funny to hear how her voice has changed, right? Again, she's 15 years old. Oh, her voice is it's kind of like, you watch old videos of Beyonce, like from 15 years ago as well, and your voice is just much lighter. It's just, over time, the voice gets a little heavy. It's so interesting to hear her change in the tonality of her voice.
I don't even wonder where my voice is gonna go, because when I hear my voice from Drag Race, which was just 8 years ago, I sound so different.
RuPaul's up here. He's like, yeah, ladies. So yeah, I said, you're here. We're in Hollywood and we're gonna film the show. Now he's more like here. He's like, yeah, ladies. Well, it's a slight. You can hear it a little bit.
I don't think I have the ear to hear such a subtle difference. I need to hear like the gravel of 22-year-old, 37-year-old Bob versus 22-year-old Caldwell landing in New York City, being like, I'm in LaGuardia.
Hey,
real quick.
I'm saying, hey, actually, I'm telling them, hey, listen.
I'm going to say it. Listen. Listen. I know that you already enjoyed this episode, but if you could do us a favor, if you want to see the rest of this episode visually, see it. All of our episodes are available on our Patreon.
Yes, we have the full Monty. Every little second of me gathering this ball black bitch is on our Patreon for your uninterrupted viewing pleasure.
Are you in front of a mirror? Anyway, let's continue with the episode.
Y'all, there is nothing worse than going to a doctor's appointment expecting to be the center of attention, the grand dame that's all, and then your doctor seems like they have better things to do. Like as if seeing about me is not an importante situation. Instead of listening to you intently and asking how you feel and helping you along, the doctor is just there to collect the check and collect your little copay and go home. Baby, surprise twist might work for podcasts, but maybe not for the medical field, all right? On ZocDoc, you'll find quality doctors who focus on you, listen to you, and prioritize your care with no alarms and no surprises.
ZocDoc is a free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. We're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance and are located near you and treat almost any condition that you are searching for. These doctors have also verified reviews from actual patients, real patients, not bots, not AI, but real patients. And the average wait time to see a doctor that booked on ZocDoc is just 24 to 48 hours. That's it, baby. You can even score same day appointments. So once you find the doctor that you want, you can book them immediately with just a few taps and no more waiting awkwardly on hold with some mean receptionist.
Go to ZocDoc.com/rivalry and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/rivalry. ZocDoc.com/rivalry.
Listen, a great pair of glasses can elevate your look no matter what outfit you're wearing. Y'all know me. I don't have eyebrows. So for me, sometimes the glasses are the only thing that can show expression on my face. I love a pair of glasses. Y'all know this about me. Pair Eyewear helps you level up your looks with brand new, wider frame styles, perfect for people with a wider face. And listen, I am one of those people. I got a big man head, all right? And sometimes I can't have these little petite little Harry Potter glasses. I need a big pair of glasses. Find glasses that match your unique style. It's easy with affordable base frame sunglasses and hundreds of magnetic top frames that elevate and polish your look.
I can confirm you do need a wide frame style of glasses.
And you must need a 747 on your face, honey.
One base frame is all you need to express yourself in so many ways, y'all.
And Monet needs two. Monet glued two together.
What I have for you are so rude. I love my pair of glasses so much because they allow me to change my look with a tongue pop. I can wear the same pair of glasses for any event and change my look for all of them. I even wear some of them on this podcast. Pair Eyewear is the only eyewear you'll ever need. Budget-friendly base frames starting at just $60, including prescription. Hundreds of top frames starting at $25, so you can build a collection of styles. You can even turn your glasses into sunglasses with Suntop. With frames designed for all, everyone can customize their unique look.
That's right. The sun tops are great. And me and Monet love a top. Elevate your summer look and get 15% off your first pair when you go to paireyewear.com/rivalry. That's pair, PAIR, eyewear.com/rivalry, RIVALRY.
I wrote, RuPaul makes a Trump reference and a Tyra Banks wearing a fat suit in July. And I'm like, it is so interesting, the things that were topical and like the pop culture back then. It's a little Easter egg.
You need to be more enterprising than Donald Trump and more something than Oprah Winfrey. So they do this photo shoot. Let's do a quick bing, bang, boom on the photo shoot.
Wait, also wrote, Ru looks wild in the Ru mail. Ru looks insane.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think Ru did his makeup for this, or this was Matthew? Or Matthew started season 2?
I don't know. I assume this is Matthew because Matthew's been with RuPaul since way before Drag Race. Like
I
Matthew and
know.
RuPaul, you know that Matthew and Zaldi used to date, and they used to be like creative partners.
What?
Yes. So Matthew and Zaldi were dating, and they were working on RuPaul at the time as like I do her outfits, you do her hair and makeup, and take her photos, and we create the supermodel of the world image.
I had
Yeah,
no idea. So did
and
Zaldi
then
make the "You Better Work" supermodel look?
Zaldi's I don't know exactly which, but Zaldi's been working with RuPaul for since Supermodel. Zaldi's been with RuPaul for a very long time, very very long time.
That's right. I wonder if Rue I wonder if he gets paid per look now, or since Drag Race, or he gets like a budget for the show and he just makes a bunch of shit. I wonder.
I'm not sure. I mean, I probably ask the costume designers from We're Here. It's probably something similar where there's a wardrobe budget, but then there's also probably a salary for the. Actually, I have no clue. I mean, I'm talking like I know. I don't work in wardrobe. I do not know. I don't know why I'm acting like I know. Let's go through these looks and so the thing about photo shoots, I don't trust a
Same.
reality TV show photo shoot.
Agreed.
They will use whatever picture they want to get whatever story they want.
Yep. Because
Because
you
there's
cannot
no
tell me
way.
this was Chanel's best look. We saw what she was doing. You cannot tell me this was her best one.
Well, I think she looks good. I'm more focused on how dirty they did Victoria Porkchop Parker. You cannot convince me that that was Victoria's best one. Where they were like, well, you got to look at the camera. I'm sure she did. That was one of the notes. Victoria, you have to look at the camera. Bitch.
That being said, my top looks were Nina, BeBe. I like Jade a lot too. Those are my top ones. Nina, BeBe, and Jade.
I'm gonna give the top one to Jade. Jade looks amazing. Jade
Jade does
knows her
really.
angles so well.
She
She
does.
looks so stunning, and the guys are not pulling focus at all. Like you
Nina's so
barely
hard. Look at
even.
Nina. Nina is her. That leg is up. She's looking straight down the barrel of the camera. She has one hand behind the head. Like Nina looks like she's like an evil villain and she is luring them into. She's gonna fuck them and steal their souls.
I agree. The only reason I'm giving it to Jade is because Nina's sharing the spotlight with the hot guys, and with Jade, it's they vanish into the background magically somehow.
You know what I wish this may be a very lofty goal for Sibling Rivalry. I wish one day that we can get a bunch of the Drag Race photo shoots together and we get Tyra Banks as our special guest and have her like pick which one she would have like made win of the week. That could be so fun.
Have you ever seen Tyra Banks in real life?
No, I was supposed to do her for my talk show, remember? But I was caught in Asia.
I saw her when I went to go watch Dancing with the Stars, and she's the host.
How tell me
She's
about it.
stunning.
She's a beautiful woman.
Tyra Banks is absolutely stunning. It's like you're looking at a supermodel, which you are.
Was she what did you like were you like next to her?
No, she was pretty far away. She was on the. She was like, I was on the opposite side. So the dance thing is a rectangle, like a rectangle. So obviously it's longer on the sides and shorter on two other sides.
Thank you for
And
explaining the rectangle to us, Bob. We appreciate it.
Anyway, so I wasn't lengthwise. I was widthwise away from her. So she wasn't super far, but she was in the spotlight, and she's very tall, and she's
I was about to say that's my question. Does she feel as tall as she looks on film?
Yes, she looks like a supermodel. She is a supermodel, and it looks like you're looking at an incredibly beautiful person.
Work. Love that.
Yeah, it does. It was giving. I was very excited to still look at her. So RuPaul, I love this Southwest Airlines shout out.
Because the bitch they sponsor, Mac and Southwest, we're like, for the episode, we need at least 3 mentions, baby.
Like Southwest, like because it's funny because one of the pre-roll trailers is RuPaul being, "I flew you first class in this competition." Not on Southwest, you didn't.
No, Southwest, they ain't showing the fuck down. Bitch,
No,
it is a
Southwest.
fucking cattle call.
I flew you Southwest to this competition. The grand prize is $20,000.
$20,000 and a cover in Paper Magazine, and you do the Absolute Vodka tour.
Did you
I also
also an Ellie Iwerks campaign?
Oh, yeah,
They did a big like top winning money winners of Drag Race, and I think you're like number 9 or 10. Out of
That's
like
it?
is that it? Out of everyone who's ever won money from Drag Race, you're like in the top 10. Take it up with the 8 girls who are ahead of you. Take it up with Jinx Monsoon. Take it up with Trinity.
He's number 1, right?
Yeah, Jinx is number 1. Yeah.
I also did you notice this? Ru walks in and he shakes everyone's hand. Imagine today.
Pre-COVID, no. Well, there was no structure. They're not lined up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also Jacob's old boss is here, Mike Ruiz.
Mike Ruiz is so
Mike Ruiz is
hot.
Jacob's old boss.
I know. He used to work as his assistant. You won't stop telling us.
Do you have any exposing stories, Jacob? Jacob once stole a hat from Paris Hilton.
Ooh, I stole a ring
I
from
didn't
Madonna.
steal a hat from Paris Hilton. She left the hat at a photo shoot, and it had been over a year. And Mike was like, "Do you want this hat? Paris Hilton left it at a photo shoot a year ago, and I don't think she's going to come back for it." So I was like, "Okay," and I took the hat.
Do you still have it?
I mean, do I still have it? It's probably somewhere in my parents' basement or attic, but I don't know where it is. But I do own it still, I'm sure.
What are you laughing at, Monét? Did you say you stole something from Madonna?
No.
Yes, you did. Give it to me. I'll take it back. Give it to me.
It's not stupid.
Give me what you stole from Madonna. I'll take it back to her right now.
Oh my God, stop saying I stole something from Madonna over and over on the fucking podcast.
You're the one who said it. What did you steal from her? You said you stole a wig.
A wig. No, I did not.
What did you steal from Madonna? Give it to me. I'll take it back.
I was kidding, girl.
And Jacob, give God Mick Paris Hilton's hat. We're collecting debts today, honey. Yeah.
It was on the God Control music video, and it was a ring.
Oh, the ring that you swore you had forever that I wore? The ring that you
one that you stole. Do not gaslight me about this. We've already figured it out. We're not going back. Straighten your fucking face, bitch. We're not.
So you stole the ring.
Yeah.
So you stole the ring, and you're mad that so you stole it, left it at my house, and then acted like I stole it from you. Just by the way, we're not going to revisit it, but just so y'all don't know, if those of you don't know what actually happened with this ring is, Monet left a ring at my house and then accused me of stealing the ring, and then I gave it back to her immediately upon asking for it. But I did Photoshop some pictures of me wearing the ring first and acted like it was my ring. That we did do. But Monet left her in my house and then said I stole it from her. Monet comes to my house and picks things up and goes, "Is this mine?" No, bitch. Monet loves to be in my home and go, "Oh my God, this is I have weave bun." Yeah, me too. I'm a drag queen too. I also have weave bun in my house. Don't spit my shit. Or Monet one time picked up $20. I found $20. You did not find $20 in my house. You stole $20. Put my money down.
Well, because sometimes I've lost money, so I'm like,
Not in my house. You didn't.
I can't lose money at your house.
You haven't lost money in my house. I say you can't say you haven't lost money in my house. Let's keep going with the episode. Talk about gaslighting.
Also, I noticed Akasha wants to fuck everyone. She thinks that Rebecca's hot. She's someone else. And she's like, I was like, oh, I love how she also just confronts Rebecca. She's like, Rebecca, so everybody's asking about your lips. We all think that they're fake. I was like, what is she? Not we all think, speaking for the whole group.
We've all conferred. I've consulted with the judges, but the final decision is mine to make. I think your lips are fake. RuPaul comes in and announces that they're going to be doing Drag on a Dime as the challenge, which is they're going to be Matte Cosmetics going to give you some makeup. They're going to give you some underwear from the lot, but you're going to have to accessorize the clothing with stuff from the dollar store. This is the first time that we ever hear the phrase charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and cunt.
He makes him say it twice. He's like, say it with me.
It took me, I think, maybe 4 or 5 seasons before I realized what they were doing. Literally.
Damn. No, illiterally. So RuPaul. Oh, I thought it was very funny. Then RuPaul explains the challenge, and Chanel is like, Mama, I have $25,000 worth of costumes with me. And she's like listing all these things that she had. She ends with, and I even have Versace buckles on.
Yeah, things with Versace buckles on them. That I remember that too. I have things with Versace buckles on, not Versace.
Not Versace.
I have things with Versace buckles on them.
That shit is, I was correct.
So, Jacob, can I talk about this, Jacob? Are you okay if I talk about this one thing?
We'll see.
He doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it okay, Jacob?
Yeah.
So Jacob's is into these knockoffs, and Jacob found this place that will sell the Prada label. And then you just put it on something. So he has like a Prada tie, but they just send you he just goes and buys a tie, and then you just put a Prada label on it.
That's hilarious.
Honestly, it's kind of iconic. Jacob's kind of eating. Like one day, me and Jacob, one day Jacob and I will do a YouTube video for the channel where we review some. Because I recently went to Greece where they do a lot of knockoffs in Turkey, in Greece. There's a lot of knockoffs. So I bought
like
a real
Manhattan in the city, like knockoffs, like that.
Yeah, but they have like full storefronts though. They're not like on the street. They're like full storefronts.
Work.
So I bought a real Louis Vuitton bag, and I bought a fake Louis Vuitton bag, and then I want to just get a bunch of and I bought some real Balenciaga shoes. So I'm gonna get like a bunch of knockoffs and real stuff, and do a video where we can try to see if we can get someone to see like if they're which one is which one.
I can tell.
You think you can tell?
Absolutely.
Okay, well I got to get my hands on a real Birkin bag, which I've been trying to do for a while, but they're just so expensive. They're just so expensive.
Jacob stayed rolling down the river. They start to get ready. Well, sorry.
Oh, Jacob, people want a video of you doing the thing. People want to know what it looks like when you do that. Just maybe record a video of yourself doing it, because people want to see what it looks like when
Jacob's gonna get in full drag just to be like,
oh girl, Jacob's gonna be it's not gonna be Jacob's gonna be like in lighting, angled.
His Gucci suit.
But usually it'd be Jacob like
I wrote down that they're getting ready, and Victoria Parker is talking about sweating. Now, this was before they had the machine of Drag Race, right? Like I cannot imagine how fucking hot those studios were, like season 1.
Yeah, because season 1 was filmed before air conditioning was invented. So I don't even know what it was like back then.
Was the iconic story about how in season 8 they couldn't have the AC on 2 sets. So when RuPaul was coming in, they would shut theirs down. So I can imagine.
Yeah, so we filmed Drag Race in Hollywood, and now they film it like far out in the valley somewhere
in Slomar.
And the Hollywood studios are just way older. The Valley studios are really nice. So like typically people want to. A lot of people, if you ever drive through Burbank and you drive by Paramount Studios, not Paramount,
it's
Warner Brothers Studios.
Yeah, WB Warner Brothers.
They're so nice. I filmed on the Warner Brothers Studios before. They're really, really, really nice. And this Hollywood studio was crunch, tickety tunk down. It was like so crunchy. It was so crunchy.
Drag Race now is frigid. Like it is so cold. Like bitch, you be. Everyone who's working for Drag Race is in parkas because it's that cold back there. Like it is so.
Side note, I went to go see Les Mis last night.
The one obviously in Hollywood.
The one at the Pantages. This is one of the best shows I have ever seen in my.
Well, I want to go see it. I've never seen it. Should I go see it?
You need to go. It's 3 hours long.
That's fine.
It is an emotional roller coaster.
I dream the dream of time.
But also, it helps if you're familiar with Les Mis.
I'm not.
I'm incredibly familiar with Les Mis, but this fucking show.
All I know is the hair buzzing scene. That's all I know. And this.
It's not buzzing. It's not clippers, Monét. It's not like they're scissors.
Yeah, that's all.
I remember the scene from Barbershop.
Okay, we got to get to the runways, Bob.
Well, I want to say before we get to the runway, I want to talk about the walkthrough where these outfits is so season 1. Is so season 1.
Why?
Like because they don't have the clues like embrace the materials and stuff like Rebecca Glasscock is like I put a fly swatter in the collar. Bitch, if you don't fucking make this goddamn outfit, bitch. She was like, this just looks like it's from the rack. She go, I did put a fly swatter in the collar. And I was like, girl, this is
Which is
wild.
genius. To keep it stiff and up, that's genius.
Yeah, but not to keep, it's not genius to keep you from getting eliminated. That's not genius.
Rebecca Glasgow, she's so beautiful.
She really is. By the way, in and out of drag, Rebecca Glasscock is just stunning.
Does she still do drag?
I don't think she does anymore. She's an. I think last time I checked, she was an esthetician or maybe a flight attendant.
Oh, work. Do you know the flight attendant? I see them not all the time, but seldom. I see them. Titania on Delta.
Magnolia's a flight attendant too. A lot of flight attendants.
Magnolia Crawford.
Well, she was a flight attendant for a long time.
I wouldn't even know who Magnolia. If she
Oh, you
was
mean
my
Titania
flight-
from New York City?
Yeah, Titania's still from New York.
Oh yeah, she was so fierce.
She was so fierce. We talk about it. We talk about it. We put the picture in an episode. One of the most iconic looks Bob and I have ever seen was that fucking mirrored look. It was everything. Anyway,
Yeah, she was a sickening fucking queen.
truly was.
So let's go on. So RuPaul makes her very first entrance on the main stage of RuPaul's Drag Race. I love this look.
I love this look too. I think it's very beautiful.
I love
think
the hair.
The movement is
Love
gorgeous.
this hair. Do what?
The movement of the gown is beautiful.
I'm surprised that Ru didn't choose to be blonde for the very first episode.
Yeah, she's this redhead. Interesting. Also,
I went to Renaissance. Almost everyone is blonde. I just randomly noted.
Beyonce made that. That's the thing. All the dancers have to be blonde. Every single one.
Oh, and the musicians and like there's like I think there's like one or two guys who's not blonde. Like his hair is so short. Like one of them was like bald or something. There's also this pregnant lady who plays trumpet that I'm obsessed with.
When Blue comes on, is she blonde?
Who?
Oh no, Blue wasn't blonde. I don't think Blue was blonde.
Well, Blue is the only person. Yeah. You imagine Beyonce like Blue. If you want to be this number, you gotta be blonde, baby.
That's my kinfolk. There's this pregnant lady playing trumpet, and I don't know what I love her. Like I just am obsessed. And there's one dancer who kind of looks like a very young Lilias White, who I'm also like I can't stop looking at her. I could not like every time I kept being like, oh my gosh, she looks like Lilias White back when she did like Once on This Island.
The thick girl.
Yeah. And this fucking pregnant trumpet player, I kept being like, this bitch is about to pop out a C note and a baby.
Have you seen that fucking this? I don't know why I'm going so hard. This TikTok of this guy like compiling all of Beyonce's unhinged moments on tour. It's so funny. They're like she just says like random words and she's like making jokes like on during numbers. I'm like, this is hilarious. That she just
What's so funny is because Beyonce doesn't do a lot of that. The bar for what's silly for her is so low. Like for Cardi B, she'd have to be upside down with a milkshake in her pussy. But Beyonce goes like, and everyone's like, she's so crazy.
She's so kooky.
Beyonce went, and meanwhile, like the stuff that like some of these girls doing to her is so wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
Also, Michelle and Ru have been best friends forever. Michelle's on his show. Why do you think Michelle wasn't on the first season?
I recommend you read the book The Diva Rules by Michelle Visage. It's actually a great book. I listened to it on audio, and it's a short listen. I think I listened to it in like 1 or 2 days. It took me like 2 car rides to get everything I need out of the book. She was in a contract with her radio show, and she could not leave. Yeah, she was in a contract and she couldn't leave for the first couple of seasons.
Damn, so they got
Merle Ginsburg.
And as soon as the contract was done, Ru was like, Merle, bye, bitch.
Essentially, you're not fully wrong. So let's go into these looks. Nina Flowers looks stunning.
Everything.
She looks amazing.
Everything.
It's very
now,
Vivienne Westwood. It's very punk rock.
They love seeing a Vivienne Westwood thing. This is fucking Vivienne Westwood. Like this look gives Vivienne Westwood down. Nina looks so fucking great. Like this was fierce now.
I agree. This is great today. On this very day, this look is absolutely stunning. I'm so glad that we got Nina Flowers' drag on the first season of Drag Race. We're so lucky. We're so blessed.
Yeah. Let's go on to Miss Akasha. And I don't know what's from the dollar store. It looks like, and I guess this is like a hat off to her and her sewing skills, but this looks like a dress that I would see a sexy bitch wearing in the club. Like, this looks good. Yeah. The hair and the styling looks great. I just don't know what is dollar store.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't understand why this would be considered. I see why she was in the bottom because she didn't embrace materials. And RuPaul walked through and she's like, I really need you to use something from the dollar store. And this just looks like she just like kind of repurposed a dress, or maybe she took a dress and like cut it out or made it different. But it's not giving dollar store at all. By the way, season 1 of Drag Race is keeping the kitty cat industry in Monet, you missed your season. You missed your season. How
Well,
old
y'all
were you
know
during
y'all
the
not gonna
season of
see
Drag
a
Race?
single lace front on this show. These are all hard front wigs.
RuPaul's wearing a lace front. How dare you?
Oh yeah, RuPaul. Well, not
How old are
RuPaul.
you doing this season of Drag Race?
How well would I do?
How old were you?
In 2008, I was 18.
It was 2009.
What year? What month?
February 2009. February 2nd was the
I was
debut.
18, bitch.
But they probably filmed it in 2008 though.
So I was 18, bitch.
Okay, all I'm doing is telling you the year. That's literally, you said 2008, I said 2009. This is very aggressive. All you said was 2008, and I said, oh, it was actually 2009. I don't know what the fist fight. Ever since I mentioned that Mitch was my friend, you've been acting crazy. You're like, we all know who you have, friend, bitch. I'm like, all right, this is.
Also,
I
she's
don't
giving
know
like,
what they're doing to you in Edinburgh, but you need to calm down, lad.
she's giving Akasha's giving Adina Howard, Freak Like Me, down.
You know, Ongina's runway walk is etched into my brain. Like this walk, the way that she walked when she was doing the dun, 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 up, scoot back, that is like etched into my brain. This was one of my favorite looks from the episode. Actually,
This is one of your
I loved it.
Bob.
I
She
said what I
looks
said.
like a square. She has no shape. What do you mean you love it?
She does have shape. The loofah's giving her the bulbous, and then the top is. This is a great silhouette.
You're bugging. You're bugging.
I just want to be clear. You legitimately think that the sponge dress was a better shape than this?
Yes.
Muy
And what of it?
interesante. Muy interesante.
I think that I don't know.
Muy interesante. Also, side note, did you know that Rebecca Glasscock didn't speak English like 4 years before Drag Race?
Oh, really?
She didn't speak a word of English.
What wasn't a Swahili? What did she speak before that?
Spanish. She's Puerto Rican.
What?
She's Puerto Rican. She spoke Spanish.
Oh, I thought you said she spoke Spanish and Puerto Rican. I was like,
No, I said Spanish. She's Puerto Rican.
got it.
But a lot of Spanish people tell you there is a difference between Spanish and Puerto Rican and Dominican. They'll be like, there's Spanish and there's Dominican.
I mean, they have different dialects, sure, but they're both.
Yeah, they all speak Spanish, but there's act like you don't live in New York City and know that Spanish people are like there's Spanish and don't act like you've never heard a Puerto Rican be like Dominicans. You acting like you ain't never lived in New York City. You acting brand new
I'm from
today.
New York City. We're not gonna go into this.
Are you?
Anyway, let's go to
Are
Victoria Pork Chop Parker.
Or are you from Atlanta? Because the one you live there. Or are you from St. Lucia?
This look
Or are you from New Jersey?
This look is hideous, and I don't know what she was eating.
Yeah, I don't know either. It looked like Kashi Goleen.
Oh, really?
It looks like some dry cereal, like some sort of like a. By the way, you ever had grape nut cereal? Like, I don't
My aunt used
understand
to
it.
love grape nut.
I don't understand it as a concept.
I don't get it either.
Anyway, yeah, this look is not great, but the first thing she said, though, as soon as she hits the runway, she goes, "I hate my outfit." That's the first thing she said the moment she hits the runway. She goes, "I hate my outfit. I hate my look." And I that makes thousands of us.
That is so funny to me.
It's not great. It's not a great look, but she
Let's
knows
go
that.
on to BeBe Zahara Binet, and she looks great. She has that little, I guess you could call it a reveal, but it was cute. I think BeBe looks great.
It was camp. Yeah, BeBe looks great. She's so sickening. BeBe is so elegant. Like, I love this drag queen. She's so fucking elegant. And she really set the trend. Like, she really blueprinted a lot of us hoes. And that's the real team.
Our manager had a 40th birthday party, and Bob and I went, and BeBe came. And BeBe being on, and they had some performance. Robin S, Alternate. Robin S,
Crystal Waters,
and
CeCe
Peniston, and the three of us were just on the dance floor, Karen, and BeBe she's just such a kiki. She's just so damn funny.
I am the boss. I got the sauce. I'm opulent. I bring too much sauce. Meow.
Can I say something really quick?
Yeah.
I've met
go
a
ahead.
lot of Drag Race girls, and like in general,
Jacob, can you?
like who they are on TV is going to be a little bit different for who they are in real life because you're only seeing a part of them on TV. BeBe is exactly the way she is in TV in real life. She is just like that all the time. What you're seeing on TV is BeBe all the time, and it is amazing.
Yeah, the level of extra, like if everyone's like Valentina's so extra, but BeBe walks so Valentina could run. Like BeBe Zahara Benet is living
so Valentina could run. Okay.
Yeah, BeBe has been giving the BeBe experience full time for a very, very long time.
She really has.
Honey.
She really has.
I love
Also, today I forgot about how delicious. I don't know. It just randomly popped in my head, and I was on the computer. I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, that Jesse Williams nude scene," and it is.
Who's Jesse Williams?
Jesse Williams, the guy from Grey's Anatomy, black guy with the light eyes.
I didn't watch Grey's Anatomy.
You look at him. You look him up. Be like, "Oh, him." He was in a Broadway show called Take Me Out, and he has this nude scene.
I heard about that. Yeah, that was big news.
I know. I remember back then. I decided to look it up again, and the video, girl, y'all look it up. If y'all go to what is it, arrowme.com, it's on there. The video, they have multiple scenes, multiple angles, delicious.
Yeah, it was a whole thing that he was nude on stage and apparently quite scrumptious or something.
Everything.
Anyway, back to discussing.
I don't know why I thought about that when I thought about BeBe. Maybe I want to see BeBe nude. Let's go on to Chanel.
Amazing.
Also, I like this. The Drag Race needs to do this. I didn't realize this. Put the girls' Instagrams, put their mentions on your fucking thing.
Oh wait, was this on this show?
Apparently, it's on these gifts Jacob has in here. Like, I don't understand why she doesn't do that now. Under your name, it should be your mention.
I don't think maybe it wasn't the show. I don't remember, to be honest.
It has a little Twitter on it.
This look is great. She looks amazing.
This is a great look. Chanel turned this out. I see the dollar store. I see the fashion. Chanel 8.
Yeah, she looks phenomenal. To quote Laura, she really did what needed to be done. This was so well done.
And her walk is so good. The walk is so good.
Yeah, I agree. This is great. I think she could have won the challenge too. It could have been her. I also love she was like, I can tell that the judges think I'm going to win, so they're actively choosing not to give me anything.
I live.
She said these bitches want to humble me, but I will never be humbled, honey.
And you should
never be humbled.
You shouldn't have to be, baby.
Let's go on to Jade,
the Lion Queen.
Jade Sotomayor. This look is fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just very middle of the road. It's fine.
She's had such little camera time this episode, but
girl, she ain't talks at all.
Rebecca Glasscock, her walk is not great.
Yeah, even when she walked and for her critiques, she came down there. She sat. Her legs were out. It's not great.
But she looks stunning, though. I actually like this outfit. I love this idea that the little triangles popping off the back is really a cute idea.
Yeah, I think I did like this look, too. I didn't think it was a bad look. And then Merle tried to come for her saying that it was, or whoever it was, that her dress was too short. It was Merle. And I was like, it is not too short. What is too short about that?
Well, Bob Mackie was like, you can go shorter.
Right. I was like, Merle, shut your ass up. That's why they fucking sent your ass home, bitch.
Would you all remember, which one of my favorite bits of Drag Race trivia is the very first ever extra special guest judge on Drag Race was Bob Mackie.
Bobby Mackie.
Special guest judge.
Which is wild.
Let's go on to Tammy Brown. I don't know, what are these things she's wearing?
On her head?
And her body.
They're butterflies on her head. On her body, I don't know what it is, but it reminds me of those like 60s, like ladies would like wear those to the pool and like take that off and have like their full thing and the body.
Like a camisole or like
a cover up.
Like a sarong, maybe?
Yeah, like a sarong cover up situation. But she made it out of like, I don't know what material, what it actually is. It looks like something very light.
I mean, she looks good. She looks good. I like this look for her, actually.
Yeah, I think Tammy looks great. It looks very organic.
They ripped Akasha to shreds on the judging.
Tammy looks like Jimbo's. What's that girl Jimbo did?
Oh, Shirley Temple.
Yeah, she looks like Jimbo doing Shirley Temple.
I can see that. It's really funny that we think of Shirley Temple as so young. Because obviously, she lived to be much, much older, and she's kind of just got out of the business. But she really just cemented as. But she also had quite a public life after being a child star
Yeah, she
as
went on to public,
as a diplomat.
a public
And
servant.
yeah, it's just so interesting. I think
They-
she lived to be like almost 90 or something.
They're going through the critiques, and Santino's talking about Victoria's. This is one of the ones that stuck out to me about Victoria's photo shoot, and he just goes, "You just look like a double stuffed Oreo." I was like, "Jesus."
Yeah, Santino was going with ham. They're gonna give out a $20 blowjob, a hand job, and then RuPaul was like, "That's not a bad thing." To Akasha, they ripped Akasha to shred. They were like, "You look like grumpy. You don't look happy. Like you look mad as hell. Like, do you want to be here? Why you like to give hand jobs? We hate
It
you.
felt
You
so
should quit drag."
unfounded. Maybe we're missing context because we weren't there, but I was like, I didn't get that from who I saw through the TV.
Same. I didn't either. And even Akasha was like, "I'm happy to be here." What?
She's like, bitch, I took off of work.
I wrote that down. That was so funny. She goes, "I took off work." I don't know why I took off work. It killed me. That was so funny to me. I took off work.
I took off of work to be here. Like, girl.
But yeah, but also, I got called ratchet on my first fucking episode of Drag, and I was like, not my
Girl,
first episode. That was the first episode.
Said that on Twitter the other day. I was like, that was crazy that was a comment made to you. Like, this like ratchet drag. I was like, that's so interesting because again, there's nothing wrong with that. But knowing you for all these years before you went to Drag News, nothing about your jacket would be described as ratchet. It was so interesting that was a critique.
I also don't think that I especially don't think I was giving ratchet at any point in the competition, at least up until that point anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The ratchet drag. There's nothing like there was ratchet.
Oh, what
about
made it so interesting was that. So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but ratchet is actually a term based out of Shreveport, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
You're very ratchet, which is funny because we actually had a queen from Shreveport, Louisiana on the season.
Yeah, it was weird. She's
weird. Anyway, so in the judging, they let Akasha have it. She never stood a chance against them. They just were so aggressive to her, and Nina Flowers ends up winning the very first challenge ever on RuPaul's Drag Race with Main Stage Challenge. She won the first ever Main Stage Challenge.
She won the first mini challenge too.
Oh wow, she is stacked, honey. And we find out that the bottom two are Akasha and Victoria Porkchop Parker. And pretty much as soon as I saw them lined up, I was like, I remember at home watching and being like, I don't think Victoria's going to stand a chance against her.
And I mean, the first ever lip sync song on Drag Race was Supermodel of the World by RuPaul Charles, sitting right there. I think they both did a good job. I honestly think they both did a good job, but there was just a level of fierceness, charisma that Akasha had for this song that Victoria just did not have.
And also Victoria was the wobbling. That clip of Victoria wobbling was probably going to haunt her for the rest of her life.
I didn't even, they showed it. It wasn't, I was like, it didn't look that crazy to me though.
Well, they didn't have what they have now, which is now they do that crescendo noise and they slow it down and it's like, whoosh,
yeah,
to make it like a crazy moment. They did loop it, which I was gagged.
And then Akasha beats Victoria Porkchop Parker, and she's the first eliminated girl in Drag Race history.
So we have a special place in our hearts for Victoria Porkchop Parker. She is truly actually an icon in the world of drag.
She's a continental winner,
Drag
right?
Race. She's not a continental winner now. In and out of Drag Race, she is a pretty big deal. So much love to Victoria Porkchop Parker. I don't even know if she's still doing drag. I mean, maybe she is. 36 years is a long time to be doing drag. That is.
I mean, look at Darcel. Darcel did it for like 50 something years.
I mean, let me see. Victoria Porkchop. I don't think she has an Instagram anymore either.
She did win Miss Continental. She absolutely
she did work.
I didn't know that.
Miss Continental Plus.
Yeah, she won it.
Jacob,
wow, that's how Jacob plus.
Porkchop has not posted on Instagram since 2019.
Ooh,
she would have worked.
All right, Bob. Who do you think is going to win this season? Who do you think is going to take it?
I think it's going to be Porkchop. I think she's going to come back and win it all.
I can see that.
And by that I mean our hearts. And I was right. She did win our hearts.
Well, Roberta, this was so fun. I can't wait to watch the rest of the season.
How do you feel watching the season?
Honestly, it was very exciting. It was a exciting episode. I held off on not wanting to watch it. I was like, it's not gonna be the Drag Race that we know today. And I was also gagged. There are so many staples in how Drag Race functions that started in the first season that still go on today. Like I thought that a lot of it had maybe changed by like season 2 and 3. But from this first episode, so many things, like a lot of Rue's lines, Rue's isms, like a lot of the underscoring music, all this stuff is consistent through still today in the franchise. It's fierce.
Yeah, the people who made this season really, I don't think they even knew how like persistent some of this stuff would be, or the show itself even.
Even the eliminated song, when RuPaul said Sasha away, that sting, the dunk, 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 leave it. I was like, they had that from episode 1? That shit is
Episode
dope.
1. Don't fuck it up. Episode 1.
Don't fuck it up.
Episode 1. All right. I'll see you all next time, and we'll be watching episode 2, season 1.
All right. Bye, y'all.